For the last 7 years, me and my business partner at Talon, we run our own real estate team under the Berkshire Hathaway umbrella.
Okay.
And
What name of your team?
the Talon Mosesso real estate
Talon
team.
Mosesso.
Yes. So, yeah, just out here selling real estate, living life, having a great time.
Smoking, drinking,
Smoking and drinking.
and cussing.
I leave it to my individual consumer. Are you more comfortable waiting for the rates to drop and coming into a competitive market, or are you willing to eat a little bit of that favorable rate to have less competition when you're out looking?
Yeah. Welcome to the Rich Room. My name is John Bettis. I got a great guest today. This is my guy. This is Mike Mosesso. Listen, realtor extraordinaire, cigar aficionado, and hip hop head. So we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about, Mike. Mike, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you,
I
sir.
really appreciate it. And I say it a lot, man, but you're the type of person that I want. Your personality, your experience, the success you've had, I want to highlight that. I think people need to see that, and it's important. It's important for people to understand that you can be a real person, you know what I mean? Take care of great business, have great depth and culture and music and everything else, and still be cool as hell. You know what I mean?
Thank you, sir.
And still be cool as hell. So I that's one thing that draws me to you, like, Mike, cool as hell, man. You know what I mean? So I want to just talk about you, man. My job is to highlight you and your success, man. I want everybody to know about you. So tell me about you, man.
Pennsylvania licensed realtor. Been selling real estate for about 8 years now.
Born and raised here?
Born and raised Pittsburgh. Born and raised North Sider.
North Side.
For the last 7 years, me and my business partner at Talon, we run our own real estate team under the Berkshire Hathaway umbrella.
Okay.
And
What's the name of your team?
the Talon Mosesso real estate
Talon
team.
Mosesso.
Yes. So, yeah, just out here selling real estate, living life, having a great time.
Smoking, drinking,
Smoking and drinking.
and cussing. That's it, man. So tell me about real estate, man. How long have you been in real estate?
Been in for 8 years now.
Okay. That's solid, man. You're doing great things, man.
Trying to.
And so we're always down at our spot bar. Right?
Yes.
Burned by Rocky Patel. Here locally in Pittsburgh is our hangout, right?
Yeah.
But you're a Richmond veteran.
Yes.
You
Very much so.
You spent a lot of hours down here in the Richmond, man.
Drank a lot of damn good wine down
A
here,
lot of
too.
good wine and a lot of great music, man.
Yes.
That's where I learned about your love for hip hop, man,
Yes.
and your range. You got great range, man.
Thank you, sir.
So how did that start?
I'm going to be honest, man. I think I get the music from my dad.
Okay.
Normal kids that grew up in, our age bracket, like they grew up on Saturday morning cartoons. When I was growing up, Saturday morning, my dad was spinning Motown 45s, and I woke up to a bottle of Pledge and a rag and a vacuum cleaner because it was time to start housework.
Hey, that's the weekends.
So yeah, all weekend when kids were watching cartoons, I was cleaning and listening to my dad spin 45s, and listening to all the music from my dad's era. It's everything that was sampled from what we listened to in like 80s, 90s, early 2000s hip hop.
That's crazy.
So, when I'm sitting there and listening to music, normally I can pick apart samples like a champ.
You like, wait a minute, I know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Man. I was just always, I was impressed, man. Every time we have this little remote game that we play as we're drinking and smoking. It is who's next, and the game is we're on YouTube and you get a turn with the remote. Right, it's your turn. You either put a hot song on, you put a hit, or a dud, and you put your money up, you put your dud. If you lose, you're out the game, and it keeps going. But it's always me and you, man. It's always me and you going back and forth. So I, that's one of those things that I think as friends you get a chance to enjoy with the people, in the same era, listening to the same music, enjoying that stuff. So, but business is the same, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I know you guys are doing your thing. So So how is the real estate market now? There's been a lot of changes. There's been changes. Of course, real estate, the interest rates are always fluctuating, but there's been new legislation. They did away with minimum and minimum realtor commissions. So how is that impacting you, and where do you think you guys are going in this new real estate environment?
So specifically, when you talk about the changes in legislation, what you're talking about is the NAR lawsuit. And the NAR lawsuit essentially said that all real estate commission needs to be disclosed to the prospective client.
Right.
And where that came from was, in Pennsylvania, we were kind of immune to that because we've had designated agency since, I want to say, probably 1999, 2000.
Okay.
So the state of Pennsylvania was about 25 years ahead of this lawsuit that happened.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. It definitely did change the landscape here locally, despite how transparent our documentation is, because there are a lot of agents out there, especially newer agents, who are afraid to talk about commission and afraid to talk about how they make their money.
Really?
Now, a lot of people assumed that when the legislation changes took effect, that a lot of us were going to take hits on commission. The truth is, I'm making more money now post lawsuit than I was prior to, because I'm very, very good about explaining what my client signed, setting the expectation, explaining my rate, and how that can all impact their transaction.
It's all about setting expectation.
Yes.
That's it. You got to let them know on the front end.
Absolutely.
So, that's dope. Transparency.
Now, on the back end, in terms of just basic market conditions right now, there's a lot of talk about the rates and the rates being high or unfavorable. And, you know what, to a fair degree, that's an accurate assessment.
Right.
Okay. So when I look at real estate, I only look at there being two different markets in real estate. You have a market where the rates are low. You get an influx of buyers who come into the market. When you have more buyers in the market than you have homes available, what happens is you have increased competition for that property.
Seller's market.
Yep. So now what happens is you have an increased opportunity to get into multiple offers, paying over ask, maybe having to waive an inspection or two, and maybe having to give up a couple of concessions that you normally wouldn't give up. Now, the back end of that is you go into a market where buyers perceive the rates to be unfavorable or higher than usual. If you come into that market, there is a drawback on buyer pool, which means if you're coming in, it's easier for you to buy now because you could probably come in a couple thousand under ask.
Sure.
You can run whatever inspections you want to run. And there's a very high probability for you to also get seller concessions as well.
That's a bias.
So I leave it to my individual consumer. Are you more comfortable waiting for the rates to drop and coming into a competitive market, or are you willing to eat a little bit of that unfavorable rate to have less competition when you're out looking? Now, the other thing I will say to rates is this. What happened coming out of COVID? The rates were historically low. There's chances that we may never see those rates again.
3%, 2.75.
Man, we've seen 1.5s and 2s coming out. Yes.
Gosh.
So with that being said, though, right? If you're waiting for the point on interest to drop by a half a point, maybe a full point, while you're waiting for that to occur, over the last 4 years, real estate in the greater Pittsburgh area has increased at 13% per year compounding.
Wow.
So are you willing to spend an additional 13% per year waiting for the rate to drop? Or are you willing to eat the unfavorable rate, get in right now, and continue to ride that growth in your home with 13% equity growth per year?
Yeah, that's great, man. So, eyeball question. Favorite hip-hop song all time? Or top five list? Top five list. And I'll give you my top five.
So if I got to go top five, definitely got to go Quiet Storm, Mobb Deep.
Okay.
Special Wet, I Got It Made.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got to go with Queen Latifah, Wrath of My Madness.
Wrath of My Madness.
But
right, you like
the DJ Mark the 45 King remix.
Right. We played that.
We did.
Okay.
Anything Component Noriega. I ain't even going to front.
Super Thug, or just Noriega, or both.
I'm a fan of both. I'm a
Okay.
fan of Nori's solo work, but I'm also a big fan of
Super Thug is big.
Absolutely, absolutely. If I had to round out the top five, I'd probably say check out My Melody by Eric Lee and Rakim.
Man, listen, I
Yeah.
love that. So I can, I'm close, but I'm a little different. Number one for me, all time, Sucker MC's Run DMC. Without question.
Absolutely.
Number two, Rebels Without a Pause.
Public Enemy, let's go.
Public Enemy. Number three, I Ain't No Joke.
Eric Lee and Rakim,
Right.
yes.
Number four, I gotta throw a little Jay. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, right?
Likewise.
So that shit. I love Jay-Z's catalog. You know what I mean? I like the mid year stuff, not the early. Like I'll get back. Let me get back to four. I'll get back to four. But number five is Drake. God's Plan. You know what I mean? So that's one song that I can never turn off.
That's a very fitting one.
That's
very
it.
fitting.
But Jay-Z, I'm gonna just put Jay-Z at four. Just Jay-Z, his catalog at four, because Jay-Z got monster hits, man.
Very fair assessment.
Monster hits. Man, you're the man. What are we smoking, by the way? What are we smoking? You brought these great sticks. What are we smoking?
So we are smoking an Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Anniversario 2020.
2020.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I'm drinking a little Manhattan right now, man. So listen, Mike, man, we'll be back here. We'll be back in a rich room partying, but I want you back on too, man, because I want to hear your story. I want to hear your story in 2026. 2025 is born. You know what I mean? So listen, thank you very much. Once again, I've said it to you a number of times. I'm going to say it again. Welcome to the Rich Room, brother.
Man, absolute pleasure to be here. Appreciate you.
Welcome to the Rich Room. Hey, guys, listen, another guy, Mike Mosesso, realtor, entrepreneur, cigar aficionado. I mean, hip hop head, everything, man. This is a great guy, my guy, this Mike. So check us out. We're here in the Rich Room. Cheers to you. Check us out, man. We'll be back. More great people for you to see. See the information below. Hit this man up, man. Hit him up. Check us out. Twitter, shitter. Let's get it.
Cheers.
Thank you.